Hello everybody, it's me, Sports Talk Guy. In this episode, we're going to be talking about Rich Peverley's very bad injury. Not injury, I guess, more or less cardiac arrest. I know this is also very late that I'm reporting this. I haven't got a chance to record in a while, so this is why I'm doing it right now. If you don't know, for a lot of you that maybe don't watch the NHL, Dallas Stars forward Rich Peverley passed out on the bench in the halfway through the first period against the St. Louis Blues, and the Blues were up 1-0. After a shift, Rich Peverley goes onto the bench, and about 26 seconds later, they said he passed out. I saw the bench was screaming and going crazy, drilling their sticks on the boards. The refs eventually did stop play. They went over to investigate, and as it turns out, Rich Peverley is gone. Basically, he's unconscious. He's on the bench there. They get a medical staff over, and they send him immediately to a hospital in Dallas. It was crazy. They said, what did they say? He had something called atriatic fibular or something like that. That's what it was called. It was a type of cardiac arrest. This off-season, Rich Peverley did have a minor procedure because he has an irregular heartbeat. So he had a minor procedure to fix that this offseason. He's struggled with heart problems in the past, clearly. And and a few days ago he actually had surgery on this problem, and they said he's 100%, he's fine, but he's not going to be able to play the rest of the NHL season just for precautionary reasons. And they're going to evaluate him through the course of the offseason to see how his heart handles it. There is a slim chance that Rich Peverley does not play a game for the rest of his career, which is sad. I do like Rich Peverley. If you do watch my gaming channel, I did a Let's Play as the Boston Bruins did a playoff run as them. I did win it all. They say they sadly didn't in real life, but Rich Peverley was definitely a valuable asset in playing in the game, and even in real life, Peverley brings to the table. He's a very balanced player. He's very intense. He's also a leader. He was great with Boston. I did like him with Boston. He's a good third-line goal scorer, but he could also hit very well. He's a very good balanced third-line player. He reminds me a bit of a older Sean Couturier for the Flyers. He definitely does his job well, but he's been struggling with this heart thing. He missed the whole preseason with that minor procedure in the opening game, and he's sporadically taken rest days just for the heartbeat. They always knew he had an irregular heartbeat. He knew it too. It's not like they were trying to hide that. I mean, you can kind of play through that. But eventually, it went wrong, and I guess at the wrong time too. The game was canceled, even though the Blues were up 1-0. The Blues said they did not care. No, they stopped the game for that. So, good class in sportsmanship shown by the Blues. That's very. I'd appreciate that as the Stars. The game will be made up. I think they said April 9th. So it'll be interesting to see how they play out. Just knowing that the last time they met each other was then. And even a lot of players around the league wished Rich Peverley a quick and speedy recovery. And I also saw that at least the Flyers played the Stars a few days ago, and the Flyers won 4-2. But just when I looked over at the Stars bench, they just weren't as intense. And they're in the midst of a playoff spot. They're trying to get that second wildcard spot from Phoenix to get into the Western Conference playoffs. But they just look out of sync. And they said there was actually, I forget who, it was a third or fourth liner, not really a major player that I know. He's in the hospital because he had a mental breakdown because of what happened to Peverley. And there's been reports that the Stars just aren't with him mentally. They're trying to get back into it because that's crazy. I mean, that's something that, injuries happen all the time in sports. Concussions, broken arms, broken legs. If that happens during a game, it's whatever. And you shake it off and you say, okay, well, that's part of the game. An irregular heartbeat, a guy passing out because of a heart condition, that's not part of the game. That's something that happened at a bad time and shouldn't happen to such a guy. Apparently, I like Rich Peverley. I've been talking him up. He's also a great guy off the ice, apparently, which is good. So, I guess I'm just kind of bringing an update here. So that's all I really want to talk about in this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.